Hello, and welcome back to a chapter a day. It is Wednesday, March the is it the 13th? Yes, it is. So, we will be reading Exodus 22 today. So, without further ado, we know we are in the place of Israel going through the desert. God has spoken with them on Mount Sinai. Only Moses and Aaron could have gone up. The rest of the people had to stand back around the mountain down at the base, but not touching it. And they heard thunderings and they were afraid. And God gave them a law, which is the Ten Commandments law, and in addition, certain judgments or ways that they were supposed to deal with certain behaviors. Masters and servants, man to man, people to people, should there be any problems, what the consequences would be. And in general, it was an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So whatever they caused, they were supposed to be recompensed with the same punishment. And for the animals also, if the animals were to hurt anyone, or if someone's animal was supposed to have gotten hurt by someone else's carelessness, how they would be repaid. So now we are going into chapter 22, and let's see what more God has for them. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be of ox or ass or sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or a beast, or any beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he hath not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. He that sacrificeth unto any god save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. Thou shalt not vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. For that is his covering only, it is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy son shalt thou give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. And that is the end of the reading of Exodus chapter 22. Another bit of interesting instructions God is giving to the children of Israel concerning whether someone steals. It says if a thief is found breaking and he's smitten that he dies, no one should be sorry for him. No one is going to be blamed for that. But if the sun was up, then there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. Also, if the theft be certainly found in his hand, whatever it might be, he shall restore double. Now, I so agree. You know what? I really wish that that the governments would have just stuck to the Bible for their laws. Because you take a thief and put him in prison, and who gets any restitution? Nobody. If he can't pay back what he stole, then what? He should be able to work and pay it off, is what I think should happen. I mean, God is wise. How about we follow what God, instructed in the first place? You stack people up in a prison, nobody can do anything. And I mean, I know there are times when you put people in prison, but someone is stealing, have them go back out there and work and pay it off, and not back in the same job. Let them work it off, manual labor. That's just my thought. But anyway, other things like it's a lot of things like stealing. I think it was mostly dealing with stealing, whatever the people steal. And if you are lending money out for usury, that's what it means. And someone maybe gives you a coat. Maybe long ago they would give a piece of raiment if it was worth something. By the end of the day, when the sun go down, you make sure and give that person it back because they need it. How else are they going to cover themselves? God is so gracious, so gracious. Talking about if a man lies with a woman, she should surely become his wife. Duh. Maybe if they had that rule, now we would have less fatherless children and single mothers. But man has changed according to his own will. Don't suffer a witch to live. Long ago, there were a lot of, even here in the U.S., a lot of this Salem witch trials. People were just witch hunting and claiming other people were witches. But that was one of the rules, because it was only God you were supposed to serve. And it's known that anyone dealing with witchcraft is not serving God. Lying with a beast, you're going to be put to death. You are only... That's an abomination, as God said. Don't take advantage of people based on the fact that they have no fathers or that they have no husbands. God will definitely hear their cry and will deal with you accordingly. Again, he says the firstborns are supposed to be given to me, and that includes animals as well. And another thing was that Don't revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. So I think in that sense, it means that if if you worship the true God, but other people have their own other gods, don't, curse out the gods that someone else worships and, say derogatory things. We ought not to be saying derogatory things. Even though we know it's not the true gods, we don't need to be obscene about it. Nor the ruler of thy people. I know here in the United States we can be very liberal with our comments. So we're not supposed to curse our rulers either. As much as we see them blunder, we are supposed to pray for them, not revile them. So these were some of the rules. I know these were given to the children of Israel. God's laws are God's laws. If we are walking God's way, we can still heed a lot of these because I believe they're still binding. Like I said, the ordinances dealing with ceremonies for the tabernacle, I believe those were done away with. But some of these things here, if an animal is torn by wild animals, don't eat that. You go to the forest hunting and you find a dead animal, don't eat that. That needs to be left for the hyenas and the wild dogs or whatever else will come and eat them. And that's it. God made everything. He knows the best for us, except that we don't think so. And these were the instructions for the children of Israel. And I believe if we are the spiritual children of Israel, it can still apply to us. Common sense, hey. Okay, so that's the end of our reading for today. Thank you again for those of you who have viewed and made comments. Thank you, and I pray you continue to be inspired, informed, or have your thoughts provoked by something you heard. And until our next reading, remember, faith comes by hearing God's word. So you take care. Until bye.